Good morning. It's Friday, October 20th, and in the coming winter months, it's expected that COVID-19 will make a new appearance. And that's a terrible thing for us. We've got it under control, and we've got drugs to take care of it. And in the last epidemic, those drugs were free. But now I find out that the price of the life-saving COVID-19 medication Paxlovid will more than double in the coming months. Now, I haven't paid anything for any drugs that I took COVID-19. So in any event, Pfizer made this announcement on Wednesday. And the change in price comes because the U.S. is transitioning from a system in which the government purchased the medication and provided it free to everyone to the more traditional commercial marketplace, where we as citizens have to buy our own drugs. Now, I don't object to that. I don't object to the situation that finally we've come past the point of the government taking care of all of us. But the list price of these drugs is astronomical. I don't know how my plan will treat this if I get COVID. The price of this latest drug, this Paxlovid, will be $1,390 for a 5-day dose. $1,390. That's like $300 a day. That's insane. And that's what Pfizer's price is going to be. Pfizer did come out and make an announcement that the list price does not necessarily reflect the price that a patient will pay. And it said it's working on to secure health insurance arrangements that would come with low out-of-pocket costs to patients. The company also said it would offer assistance with copays for people who qualify, which could bring your out-of-pocket expense down to nothing. But I don't know how Pfizer's going to manage that. I don't know if I really trust these guys to come up with a workable plan that's going to save those of us. And those of us who can't afford this drug, there's many in the population. It's just an expensive proposition. So Pfizer also said if you're uninsured, you will be able to get Paxlovid for free in 2024 via a patient assistance program. And I had hoped that when they issue this thing, they give everybody instructions on how to pay for this. And Pfizer said the program will extend through 2028 for patients who are uninsured or underinsured. Now, one has to hope that Pfizer can come up with a reasonable plan. Otherwise, people are going to die. So we have to look at this thing very carefully. And what Pfizer considers a reasonable amount may not be a reasonable amount for everybody. Can you imagine a young couple with a family of 2 or 3 kids? And the mom or the dad get sick and they got to pay this kind of money? It's insane. Not everybody has the health insurance that's required to survive in these days. And other COVID-19 vaccines also increased in price. They went through a similar transition in the commercial marketplace, rising about 4 times as much, from $115 a dose to $130 a dose. I didn't pay anything. I went to Costco, I got some shots. I went to CVS, I got some shots. My wife did the same thing. My wife was unlucky enough to have COVID. A bad case, and she ended up in the hospital. And those hospital bills were astronomical. It's crazy what hospitals charge you. But I can understand that. more than I can understand the doubling and tripling of the price of the COVID vaccine. We do not live at a time when we can get reasonably inexpensive medical care. And you all know that the situation with doctors is horrible. We don't have enough doctors in this country. And many people are leaving the medical profession for whatever reason, because it's very expensive to be a doctor. But for our government to allow these drug companies to charge these astronomical fees is a horrible situation. And why are these drug companies charging it? They've already done the work to develop the vaccine. There's something wrong with this. There's something terribly wrong with this entire picture. And I'm sure it's not limited just to COVID. When you have any kind of medical experience, it's a lot of money. I had a nuclear stress test, and that cost me $309 out of my pocket after what the insurance companies paid for. That's in addition to what the insurance company paid. My share was $309. So medical expense in this country is out of sight. When you look at the countries around the world and how they take care of their populations, and the same companies that are charging us a fortune for these drugs are not charging those same prices overseas. Overseas, these prices are probably half of what we're paying. And why is that? Because those countries probably take good care and they have regulations and everything. The drug companies are ripping us off. There's no question in my mind about that. There's no excuse for why the drug more than doubled. Unless they're going to tell you we're making up for the price we charged the government in the first place. We gave them such a good deal, now we have to recover that money. And I'm telling you, from what I know about the drug industry, it's not good. Drug stores like Rite Aid just went bankrupt. CVS and some other pharmacy chains are considering closing stores. And they're doing that because the people don't come to the store that often anymore. They can get their drugs online. They don't go to stores. And those stores are loaded with all kinds of medications and all kinds of over-the-counter. But those stores are going to disappear because they don't have the prescription level that they used to have. That's a good thing, I guess. I don't know that we need a drugstore in every corner. And the pharmacist, to be a pharmacist is crazy these days. The hours they have to work if they own their own store. But the difference in that situation is that the major chains, the grocery stores and other stores like that, will have a pharmacy department. And if you work in a pharmacy department, you have a job. It's not like you own the store and you have to worry about everything that's going on. You're a pharmacist and you work an 8-hour day or a 9-hour day, and you get 2 weeks or 3 weeks of vacation, and you don't have to worry about somebody taking your place. So the whole pharmacy industry is getting a huge shakeup. And the drugs are costing us a fortune. And there's only one word for it. The great Yiddish word, shanda. This situation is a shanda. So I'll leave you with that this morning. Drug prices on the rise. Bye.